Sonar scanners are used by doctors. Explain?
An ultrasound scan, sometimes called a sonogram, is a procedure that uses high-frequency sound waves to create an image of part of the inside of the body. An ultrasound scan can be used to monitor an unborn baby, diagnose a condition, or guide a surgeon during certain procedures. A small device called an ultrasound probe is used, which gives off high-frequency sound waves. You can't hear these sound waves, but when they bounce off different parts of the body, they create echoes that are picked up by the probe and turned into a moving image.
Why the flash of lightning is seen before the sound of thunder is heard?
In nature, a lightning flash and the associated thunder occur at almost the same time in a thunderstorm. A person on the ground sees the lightning flash before hearing the thunder because light at a speed of around 300 million meters per second travels much faster than sound, which moves at 340 meters per second. If one is 1,000 meters away from the thunderstorm, she would see the flash almost instantly after lightning occurs, as it takes just a few microseconds, while the thunder arrives only after about 3 seconds. 1,000 meters divided by 340 meters per second.
Bats have poor eyesight but are able to home their prey with great accuracy. Also, dolphins can avoid fishing nets and can detect fish at night. Explain?
Bats are not blind and can in fact see quite well using their eyes. While most bats do have advanced ears that give them a form of vision in the dark known as echolocation, bats emit high-frequency, 20,000 Hz, sound waves and listen with their sensitive ears for any echoes. From the time taken to hear the echo and from the nature of sound received, bats are able to estimate the distance and the type of surroundings. This process is known as echolocation. Same process is used by the dolphins.
When low-flying aircraft passes overhead, we sometimes notice a slight disturbance on our TV screen. Why is it so?
When two waves having the same wavelength, frequency, and velocity move in the same direction, they can superimpose. Due to the superimposition of the two waves, interference can occur. Because of the interference of the waves, the resultant intensity becomes different. Interference can be of two types: I, constructive interference, and E, destructive interference. Interference due to the low-flying aircraft. When a low-flying aircraft flies over the head, it can reflect some of the TV signals back to the Earth. Since the TV signal and the reflected TV signal from the airplane is having the same wavelength, frequency, and velocity, they superimpose. As a result, the intensity becomes different, and a slight shaking of the picture on the TV screen can be noticed.
Why do mirages appear in deserts?
Mirage occurs due to total internal reflection of light. When the sun is high in the sky, the sand gets heated first and then the layers of air above it. The rays from the trees travel from an optically denser air layer to a rarer layer and hence bend away from the normal. This bending continues and a stage is reached where the angle of incidence becomes greater than the critical angle and total internal reflection takes place. The totally reflected rays that reach the eyes appear to come from a point on the ground where the image of the tree is formed. Thus, one sees an inverted image of the tree, though there is no water around. Why do you see water in the road ahead? Generally, roads are gray or black, meaning that they absorb significantly more heat than other light-colored objects. These hot roads raise the temperature of the air just above them, creating a pocket of warm, less dense air sitting just below relatively cooler and denser air. When light rays from the sun reach this air pocket just above the road, the speed of the photon increases slightly, causing its path to alter or bend from an observer's point of view. This makes something that looks like a puddle of water appear on the road. However, due to the bending of the light, this water is actually just a reflected image of the sky.
What will be the color of grass in blue light?
Chlorophyll, the pigment that gives grass its color, appears green because it reflects green light while absorbing other wavelengths including blue light. If only blue light was shown on the grass, no light would be reflected back and it would appear black. Grass will appear blackish in color in blue light because it has the property of absorbing all other colors except its own color.